everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Aphrodite, aka Madam Suave. If you are new here, I would like to welcome you to the community. Be sure to check the description box below and like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. Remember that energy is timeless and fluid. This could be past, present, or future energy. Flip rows of things, be reversed, and only take what resonates, leaving the rest for who it is meant for. So the title of today's message is 50 Shades of Green. It's the zest and the zeal that you possess, okay? And so the original song that came in, okay, because we were talking yesterday about envy. So the way that the message came in earlier was through the song Envy by Ojai, I believe is her name. Okay, I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. I did it off of a whim. I sat there and pronounced it several different ways and I was like, Ojai sounds the best. So without saying, you know what I'm saying? So, okay, if I said it wrong, I'm so sorry. But before I actually go ahead and get into reading the lyrics, I just want to kind of explain the process that I went through before I came on, okay? So when I originally got the song, you know, I'm thinking maybe it's just confirmation, okay? Maybe it's just confirmation because we just talked about envy. And I was like, there's no way that my spirit guides want us to dive deeper into that energy. Now, the reason why I say that is because envy is such a low vibrational energy. It is something that is very, very exhausting to talk about. I often come on here and I tell you guys how exhausted I am, okay? How exhausted I am, how exhausting it is to read the energy, how exhausting it is to sit there and pick it apart. To give you guys a concise and precise message. And I also am telling you about these people who are kind of losing their life force, okay? They are losing energy and kind of how we are empathically picking up on that, right? And so I'm sitting there and I was like, there's no way in hell you guys are asking me to do this. Like, this does not sound like a message that my guides would give to me. And so I'm sitting there and, you know, there are obviously, you know, the Bible talks about, you know, many stories about envy. There are many, you know, stories, lessons, teachings about envy, okay? So I'm sitting there and then I had to remember and remind myself that a lot of the message that I get are indirect and they come to me indirectly. Sorry, a lot of the message that I receive are indirect and therefore they come to me indirectly. And so with that being said, a lot of my messages when I deliver them, the message in what I deliver is also going to be indirect, only to be understood by those who actually seek, right? And so I had to remind myself that I am not simply a reader, right? I am not simply a reader, but I am a teacher. And my joy is rooted in teaching. My joy comes from helping other people. So I had to remind myself that my job is not simply to read the energy, but my job is to be a guide and my job is to teach. And when you love what you do, it is not just a job, but it is a gift to you, okay? Because not only are you giving, but you are getting so much in return. And this is so much more than just money. It does not feel like a job, okay? So that is, you know, a lesson in itself. So we are going to look at this from a different lens, okay? A new lens today. But so okay, you are someone who has very, very great enthusiasm and a great attitude towards life, okay? So you are a very zealous person. And so I'm going to go ahead and read off the lyrics and then we'll get into the gist of the message, okay? But as y'all can see, like, I'm feeling brighter today. I'm feeling good. I hope that you guys are feeling good as well. And the other thing I also, you know, wanted to think about is because I'm like, if the messages are exhausting for me to read before I give it to you guys, and I know it can be exhausting to hear, right? And the last thing that I want to do is suck the life out of other people, all right? So we are going to kind of, you know, keeping that balance of delivering to you what is in the energy, but then also going ahead and kind of alchemizing it, right? Because I always told you guys, like, I would alchemize it before I ever deliver a message to you guys, but we are going to alchemize the energy. Ooh, I'm getting some ringing in my ear, okay? But we are going to, a lot of ringing, very loud, okay? We are going to alchemize that energy with one another today, okay? So, getting into the lyrics, okay? So it says, did you know that it's a sin to covet? Baby, I can't help the fact you love it. No skin off my back. Wish that I could help resolve the pain that you've been holding on to. But it's so helpless if I'm the cause. Tried to act like we were constant buddies. Now I know that your reasons were ugly. Just dodged the attack and you really should be so ashamed. I caught you in the act and now you won't forget I am the boss. Was the problem always me or the fact you can't believe I have what I have and that you don't and blame the circumstances? Now there's no choice but envy, no choice but envy. No, there's no choice but envy, no choice but envy. Woo! And oh my gosh, see, every time, and oh my gosh, okay, anyways. Was this all to try and get some glory, get some clout and post it on your story? Unbelievable. Should have cut you off right when you sat right next to me and shouted in my ear that you're my biggest fan. Now you can't look at me in the face. Guess you finally have learned your place. And my eye, you guys, I swear to Bob, bro. Okay? Yeah, so these people are very, very envious, but it's like, it's like the more they envy you, and someone could be like crying out of rage, crying. Like, remember I said someone was having blackouts, okay, because my eye is so intensely, they could be, you know, they get so upset when they look at you is what I'm getting. They get so upset and they have these blackouts, okay? And they don't know what they are doing or how they are behaving or what they are spewing towards you. But I'm like, oh my God. Whew. Okay? I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I'm gonna be honest. Because the energy is so potent, okay, of envy, I'm not even going to finish reading the song lyrics. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and stop reading the song lyrics because I feel like it's a sign from my guide to just leave it at that. If you guys want to finish it, you can. But me, baby, I'm gonna go ahead and listen. I'm gonna go ahead and listen, and I'm not gonna torture myself. But that is what these people are doing. They are torturing themselves, okay? And like I told you guys, my guides, okay, they be wanting me to just work through it because it's a download. But I'm like, baby, why do I gotta be the one being tortured because of what these, like, come on now. Why do I gotta be tortured? Oh, you know what? And you know what? It's so funny, okay? Because I am thinking, I am thinking about, you know, crucifixion energy right now, okay? And, you know, sometimes, yes, you guys, and yes, bitch, my eye is burning so motherfucking bad, but here I am just talking to y'all, still being a bad bitch, okay? And we gonna get through it, but I'm not going to finish reading that. I'm gonna get my eye together real quick, and then I'm gonna be back and check back in with y'all in a minute. Un momento, por favor. All right, y'all. So now that I'm back, because I did have another message coming in, and I don't remember if I mentioned this earlier, but you guys may remember that in my dream when I was talking about the narcissistic and sociopathic woman, I mentioned how a lot of people who only, you know, focus on envy or focus on people who are constantly pointing out someone who is jealous about them, typically is because they are struggling with the spirit of jealousy themselves. Now, one thing I also wanted to say, because while I was gathering myself, another download that was coming in was some of you could have been bullied, and you'll see where this is going to come up later on, okay? But you could have been someone who was bullied. You could have been someone who was always, you know, the butt end of someone else's joke. Is that how you say it? The butt end of someone else's joke? Okay. But also remember I was talking about the Salem witch trials, because one thing that I was coming to terms with, like way back in the day, okay, ancient times, okay, when we're thinking about, you know, ancient witches, some of these people were not witches, okay, but it is because of the magic that they possess. And I am hearing Marie Laveau, okay, my ancestor Marie Laveau, okay, and so that is one thing that I'm thinking about, right? Someone deeming you a witch because of the magic that you possessed inside of you, okay? So, and this is why I say that the term witch is a derogatory term. So when I am speaking out against witches, it is not that I am speaking out directly against people who, you know, may refer to themselves as a witch, but I want you to redirect and reframe your mindset around the word witch, okay? Because like I said, it's not that, you know, all witches are someone who, you know, kind of devil in, or are not on, okay, hold on. Now we may have some witches that are on that side of, you know, that side of the tracks, but for people who, you know, you are someone who we would consider of the light, okay? It is kind of reframing and reshaping your mindset of what you are saying about yourself when you call yourself a witch, okay? It is a very, very derogatory term. So I mean, but for those who are actual witches, you know, you do you. But so I just want people to know that I am not actually directly speaking out against, you know, people who call themselves a witch who may not actually be a witch, okay? And that is not to take away from any of your magical, you know, qualities in nature. It's just to kind of help you to, you know what I'm saying? You are actually downplaying yourself by calling yourself a witch. So that's what I'm saying. But okay, so yeah, so for some of you, you know, maybe you were bullied. For some of you, maybe this is something that you struggle with yourself, was coveting things about other people. Maybe you had to kind of find the beauty within yourself, okay? So with that being said, yes, like I said, I'm not going to finish them lyrics, honey. I ain't going to finish them. I'm not going to finish them. Y'all could go ahead, but you know, my eye's feeling better. We like to keep it that way, okay? So, anyways, now I am going to talk about the energy that I was getting, but, okay, I am going to talk about the energy that I was getting, but that was something that I needed to get off my chest and tell you guys, okay? So, what I was picking up on is you could have had, you know, a close relationship. So this could have been a close relationship, whether this is friends or romance. For others of you, this could be people from your hometown, okay? If you are someone who you've reached a level of success, maybe you are someone who is in the public eye, okay? Maybe you have a really, really great success story. Maybe you come from a small town or somewhere where, you know, maybe a lot of people don't have hope. Maybe a lot of people seemingly don't succeed, or where it's expected for you to fail, okay? Is what I'm picking up on. And success is not only, you know, about career, but this is also in love, family, growth, stability. personality. This could just be you as a person, okay? You just breed success, okay? You just look and you smell like success. You just look and you smell like success, okay? That is all I can say, right? So it is more so, it's about how you carry yourself. It is the exuberance that you exude out of you, okay? It's kind of the energy that I am getting. So it's like these people are like envious, okay? Envious of your heart and your creativity. Now, and imagine, I don't know how you can be envious of someone's heart, okay? But this is also, you are just someone who is so genuine. And I was hearing the song, Imagine, I think that's the name of it, but the song, Imagine All the People, okay? Yes, Imagine All the People. I forgot the name of the song, but child, okay. Is it John Lennon? Hold on. Child, I might have to cut that. But it talks about like, no hell or earth below us, which is funny because we kind of just talked about that yesterday. Let's see. I was right. Okay, I be knowing my shit. It was John Lennon. Okay, I be doubting myself. It was John Lennon. I be knowing some things, I don't know. Especially music. It is so hard for me to keep up with the actual artists of art. Like, I'm just someone who, I just enjoy art. It doesn't take away from the person at all. It doesn't take away from the person, but I'm just somebody that I just be, listening and enjoying to things without necessarily attaching it to a person. So that's kind of, yeah. But so it's nothing, about those people, it's not that they're not making an impact or whatever. That's just kind of how I maneuver and go through life. Anyways, so there are, right, different shades and tones of green, and there is a richness and luxuriousness to your aura and essence is what I'm getting. So someone's name could be Jade, but also the stone, okay, symbolizes the stone of heaven, and Jade is a metaphor for virtue, kindness, wisdom, and justice. It also wards off evil and bad luck. So for someone, I don't know, you could be working with the stone Jade, or this is a stone that maybe you want to get, okay? And also, yes, especially maybe some of you, like I said, this is something that you had to battle with yourself, and maybe, Jade would help you. So someone could be feeling jaded after a series of misfortunate and unfortunate events. So like I said, sometimes this is simply, a season that you are going through. It's not necessarily, who you are as a person, but it could just be a season, okay? But it's important to, yes, it's important for you to not let that energy overflow into other things, because then it's like what I was seeing, okay? The image that I was seeing is, it's like, remember the game, the floor is lava, okay? The floor is lava, but it's almost like, so everything around you is lava, right? But the only surface that you have to stand on, imagine that it's just a tree, okay? It is just the tree, but it's like everything on that tree is wilting and dying also, and then also all the ground around you is also like acid, okay? Acid. So, and you would literally get burned and die. So literally you have nowhere to go, nowhere to run, okay? So it's important that you do not let that overflow, because then it overflows into every area and aspect of your life. But yeah, so September or September. Okay, I guess okay. For someone, I don't know, I am picking, I did just hear meth. So maybe, I don't know, someone could have, been recovering from meth, or from a meth addiction, or something of that nature, or something is significant about meth. And then I was also, the month of September is significant for someone, okay? The stepmother from Cinderella, the 2015 version, okay? So she was dressed very, very luxurious, but she was someone who was very cruel-hearted, okay? She was very cruel and cold-hearted, okay? And she always picked on Cinderella. Now, so she was very mean-spirited. So for Cinderella, her virtue came from within her, okay? So she may not have had, the best clothes or any of that, but her spirit, she was rich in spirit. And this is something that I spoke to you guys about before, right? And so this richness that she had, it materialized into the real world, okay? And so this is literally you guys. This is what is happening for you guys. So, right, because on the night that she went to the ball, okay, the magic wore off. She told her the magic is going to wear off. In other words, this is an illusion, okay? So like I said, the illusions that people create, eventually there is going to be no illusion. There is only going to be you left at the end, okay? But there is magic that comes from within you. And magic literally is your spirit, okay? It is your spirit, is the way that you interact with life. It is the way that you see and view life, because everything, like I said, everything within you, you are going to attract from the inside, okay? So, and then you are going to pull in anything that you have on the inside, you are going to attract all that negative energy to you. If you are negative on the inside, you are going to attract negativity. If you are someone who you are positive, and like I said, positive just means to be whole, right? So that means anytime that you are experiencing negative energy, you can obviously, or Anytime that you are feeling negative energy, you can automatically turn that into positive energy, right? It is about changing your perspective. It is being able to see things from a holistic point of view. It is being able to be still and think and hear and see clearly, okay? And your magic within you is forever, okay? It doesn't wear off. So your magic is working for you in your favor, but theirs is working against them because it is rooted in envy and destruction. Therefore, they continue to self-destruct. So you could be someone who you faced a lot of misfortune in your own life, but you never turned your heart cold, no matter how many burdens you may have carried. Your love made them weightless because of your ability to find joy and beauty in the little things, and you handled it with grace, okay? You are someone who is very, very gracious, okay? Essentially, they are burdened by you, watching you flourish and prosper. So Cinderella, obviously we hear cinder block, okay? Or at least that's what I hear, is cinder block, okay? So it's like watching you is weighing heavy on them as they drown and drop to the bottom of their own sorrows. This is like a bottomless pit. I was also hearing bottomless mimosas. Okay, so someone maybe, I don't know, it could be a little party, you know, like a little bottomless mimosas. But also I was given that someone could be heavy drinking or drinking away their sorrows. For some of you, this is something that you had to break out of in the past, okay? This is something that you had to break your way out of. Maybe you were someone who was, drinking away your sorrows, and you realized that it wasn't actually helping you do anything. It was actually just kind of making your problems worse, right? It was almost like because like I said, right, alcohol brings things to the surface. So it was almost emphasizing your problems, okay? It was just making it to where you couldn't ignore it. It seemed like you couldn't run away from it no matter which way you looked, okay? So the more they focus on you, the tighter the shackles get around their own ankles, cutting off their circulation, and you need blood to circulate in order to keep the heart pumping. So remember when I said these are people who are money hungry? Like I said, you represent wealth and abundance, but they are blocked from anything that you possess because their heart is in the wrong place. Everything you say, they misinterpret or internalize. And essentially they are projecting because they refuse and are incapable of reflecting, okay? Because they do not like their own reflection, it is blocking them from their own journey of reaching success, or this is what has already happened. So this is essentially a blocked heart chakra, okay? For some, they are permanently blocked, okay? So their future has been cemented and solidified. What I was hearing is damned if I do, damned if I don't, so why do it? Like, why even try? It's kind of what I was getting, but what I was getting is that the self-reflection is more painful than death. So it's like someone refusing the ego death, which is going to make the death much more painful than it needs to be, especially if it leads into eternity. And then I was hearing no escape, right? So, and this is essentially kind of what hell feels like, okay? So it was almost giving a escape room or a mirror maze, having to stare all of your dreams in the face. So it's like they are already living hell on earth. Like I said, it's almost like they are being prepped and prepared for hell. But it's like this is showing you, it's almost like it's giving you a preview of what hell is going to be like if you do not open your heart. Literally, that is the only thing that they have to do is simply open their hearts, and then you can have eternal life. Instead of thinking about everything, focusing on everything that they cannot control, you only have one thing that you can control. So what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to sit in this self-pity energy of, oh, I don't have any control, either way this is going to happen, when you literally have a choice? You are still being given a choice to do something. You may not be able to do something about all of the circumstances around you, but you have the one choice to do something about what happens to you after this life. And like I said, this life is not the end, okay? There is a life beyond this life, past this life, and it's like when you are given that opportunity, why would you not take it? Why would you not jump at that opportunity? You are essentially their hell on earth. You are essentially their hell on earth. They are being forced to stare all of their demons in the face, but they are afraid of themselves. Whew. They are afraid of themselves, afraid to face themselves, and therefore afraid and cannot face you because you are a constant reminder of their demons. And this was giving me too much exposure to the sun, right? Or looking directly at the sun for too long. But this is not the artificial sun, okay? This is the real sun, okay? This is the real sun, and it is blinding. So they are choosing to remain blind. I was hearing ignorance is bliss, okay? Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance makes you a pawn instead of a player, okay? You are being controlled instead of being the one doing the controlling, okay? Choosing not to be aware or believe doesn't make you exempt to reality. You just become a victim of reality. So there is a difference in being aware and choosing what to focus on versus willful ignorance and choosing delusion. You are everything that they want but cannot have. So this could be people who want to possess you, and also people who want to possess what you have. And you are their karma, getting justice not just for yourself, but anyone they may have crossed or who may have been unaware. And they are regretting ever having crossed paths with you because you are relentless and show no remorse. And what I mean by this is showing no remorse. It does not mean that you are someone who acts with evil intent and then you don't give a fuck. No. Okay? You are someone, you have a heart. What I mean by showing no remorse, it means that you do not do anything that you are going to have to regret later. You understand? Because like I said, you move with a genuineness about you. Okay? You are pure-hearted. And like I said, pure-hearted essentially is just means to be authentic. Okay? Pure-hearted means untainted. Okay? Untainted without blemish. Everything you do is genuine and done with purpose, no matter what that may look like. You remain in position and a position of power. You wear all hats, and when it's time to shift gears, you don't miss a beat and do it very smoothly. I am getting that you are all characters. You play all characters, all roles, and you the whole goddamn production team at that too, okay? So also for someone though, you need to check your gears in your car, something about transmission or gear slip. Someone may be attempting or was attempting to cause an accident. For someone, you could be a professional driver who competes. This could possibly be some failed relationship or someone who wants you but can't have you and wants you to be stuck, impaired, or they just want to see you hurt. You may have taken your love to give to someone else, so they may be wishing bad on them. Also, I was picking up on an ex-friend, okay? This could also be an ex-friend, doesn't necessarily have to be an ex. So this could be an ex-friend possibly, or friends of an ex, or someone who may still be friends with this person's ex, okay? I was hearing mutuals, and they could be wishing bad on anyone involved, all right? This could be someone who is dying or life is really, really bad, okay? And so what they're attempting to do is energy transference, okay? They want to transfer that energy onto you or onto anyone, okay? It's literally like they are, like I said, just projecting energy onto everyone. Trying to do any and everything to make themselves feel better, but nothing works. It just comes right back to them like recycling energy, okay? Because like I said, that energy is neither created nor destroyed, okay? So, someone here could be an environmentalist, or you do your part to take care of the earth. But you attract everything you want because you are in alignment with your soul's journey, mission, and purpose. So anyone with impure intentions cannot go. I was hearing blast off, okay? Get ready for blast off. But they are literally getting blasted off like bugs. So someone, you could be a literal exterminator, or someone needs to get an exterminator. I was also hearing Men in Black. So you are ridding of all evil and negative spirits by remaining in alignment. Someone may also need an alignment on their car, okay? The name Lexi is relevant, as well as someone may drive a Lexus, okay? The initial G is highly significant. Also, an X is significant here, okay? The show one-on-one could be significant for someone. Initial P. I was also hearing pile up, okay? Washington. A&W, so I don't know if that's like a brand of soda or like A&W, the restaurant. The X-Files. Someone may need bail money, or someone wants or expects you to bail them out of something, but that's not happening. I was hearing you got yourself into that mess, you can get yourself out, okay? Alabama, Abigail, Florida, Bill or Bian, Switzerland. I was also hearing all in with you, okay? So someone is all in with you, but I was also hearing I'll follow you to the ends of the earth. So for some of you, you have a stalker, possibly deranged, could be dangerous, okay? Possibly who needs to get put down or are already on their way to getting put down, okay? But you do have a lover who is protecting you, okay? Polly is significant, as well as Georgia, Alex. We also have Mayat is present here, okay? So justice is being served. Someone transitioned over. This could have been last night because I was feeling the energy of transitioning last night. But you guide souls through stages of death and rebirth, as well as physical death and birth or transitional phases of life, okay? Pennsylvania is relevant, as well as Australia. Someone may have an Aussie or a lab. Gabriel is significant. Oh, okay. Yes, this could also be Archangel Gabriel, but yes, Gabriel is significant, as well as Felix. You may be a part of a relief team, providing aid and assistance to others after disaster or crisis. But I was also getting that you provide great comic relief or have the natural ability to make things a bit more lighthearted for others, which may make their pain or sorrows seem less heavy than they are, distracting them while still addressing the issues. And what I was getting is like when the doctor, a baby has to go get shots and the doctor is like distracting them, doing little like, oh, just playing a game. And then they give them a shot while they're not paying attention. That's kind of the energy that I was giving, okay? So it's not that you are, distracting people in a bad way. You are still focusing on what needs to get done, but it is that you are making it more lighthearted, okay? Distracting from, the heaviness of it all. You have a way of unifying people with seemingly different beliefs, eliminating the illusion of difference, pulling and tying them all together in one, reviving the old belief system of all being one and connected. So there is no such thing as separation, only different sides of the pole and globe, okay? Not only are we, living in different parts of the world, but some of us, we are literally living in different worlds because our experiences are different, are seemingly different, but it's like we are all experiencing different variations of everything, okay? Like I said, we are all puzzle pieces, okay, to the same puzzle, all right? So some here, you could be a political figure, or you are someone who is passionate about politics, or may work for some sort of organization, a world leader. I was saying world leader, but also you are a leader by example, okay? You lead by example. That is the end of today's message. I hope that you guys enjoyed this message. I hope that you got something from this message. If you enjoy my channel and my content and my energy, I do ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel called to. And I'll see you guys on next time. I love you all so much. Bye.